Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I need to make the binding to finish my quilt. Now I am going to cut my binding on the bias, and I have found a tool that's going to help me join the long strips together so I do have them perfectly straight. The bias buddy helps us take our long strips of fabric and we're going to be able to join them together perfectly. So this takes all of the guesswork out of it. But the first thing we need to do is make our binding. Now I'm going to be making a bias binding. I'm going to be making my bias binding from a 1/2 yard of fabric. So I do want to make sure all 4 sides are squared up. We are going to be cutting our strips on the diagonal. And there really is a very simple way of doing it. We need to take a ruler that has a 45-degree angle, and we're going to cut off a triangle. So I have a 45-degree along that edge and the 45 along that edge. And we can see that right on the ruler. Once we have that angle, we're going to cut off that triangle and put that aside for another project. From here, we're going to be able to just cut the strips that we like. I like my strips at 2 1/4 inch, but 2 1/2 inch is also a really popular size. And the bias binding buddy comes with both of those sizes. So I'm going to start cutting my strips at 2 1/4 inch. And I'm using this edge as a measurement. And I'm just going to continue lining that ruler up and cutting my strips. So I'm going to get anywhere between 3 or 4 strips, and then I'm going to discover that that ruler is not long enough. So what I'm going to do is fold my fabric. This 45-degree angle, I just want to maintain that and fold it. I'm not worrying about any other measurement other than maintaining that 45. Now I have lots of room on my ruler and continue cutting. At any point, we can stop and refold. So when I open it up, I still have that 45-degree angle. I'm just going to take that and refold it so those edges match and continue cutting. So as I'm cutting that very last piece, I'm going to end up with a little triangle. And I can put that aside to the others. Now when I open these up, I'm going to have all of my pieces cut on that 45-degree. So I just like to lay them all in a stack with all the right sides facing up. So we now have angles cut for us, both on the 45-degree. The little tool does have a little diagram right here on the front, and that is what the pieces are supposed to look like. So when we compare this picture to this piece, they're not the same. I have this angle going this way, but the end, it must be going in the same direction. And now I want this angle to match the angle in the picture. So I'm going to cut off a little triangle. And once again, it is a 45-degree angle. So 45 on my ruler, line it up with the edge, and cut. We want all of the strips to have this shape. And it doesn't matter the length, they just need to be on that angle. I did cut my binding at 2 1/4 inch, so I'm going to be using this tool. If you do 2 1/2, you'll just be using this, but they work the same way. Number 1 is how we cut them. Number 2, we're going to take that fabric right side up, and it's going to match right there. So that corner is going to go right in that corner. Number 3, the wrong side is up. And this time, this point is going to go in that corner. Then you're going to notice that we have these 2 cutouts. Those cutouts are designed for clips. We make sure everything is lined up, so all of the edges are lined up. and the clip is going to go right through that hole. The tool does have that space in the back to put that clip in. So we have the edges matched up on both, the point on one, the point on the other. We've clipped them together, or you could pin them together. Now I could just pick this up, bring it to the machine, and my dog ears are matched up perfectly, so I can sew a 1/4 inch. Once we have finished stitching that, we're going to be able to trim off those dog ears, and we're going to be able to just use that edge of the fabric, cut off those dog ears, go to the iron, press that seam open, and that gives us a perfectly straight edge binding. Now we're going to be able to take this, iron it in half, and just put it on our quilt in our favorite way. When all of my pressing is done, I have approximately 270 to 275 inches of beautiful bias binding, and the seams match perfectly. Now you can use these tools even with a straight cut. As long as we're starting with our strips that have those angles, we're going to be able to use this tool. Having those little points there for us in an area for us to clip that fabric really does make the bias binding buddy an easy thing to use. So the bias binding buddy comes in 2 different sizes. So you could do 2 1/4 inch or 2 1/2 inches. And those little cutouts in that area so that we can match and overlap our fabric makes this fail-proof. All we need to do is sew a 1/4 inch and our strips are nice and perfect. I'll put some links in the description so you can check them out, and I do hope you enjoy the way I make my binding. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.